Our next step in stoichiometry is to learn how to convert mass to mole. To do this, we need to use molar mass, which is also called gram formula weight, which is also called formula weight, and we will abbreviate it with FW. You're going to need a periodic table to do this. It determines, the periodic table, the mass of 1 mole of atoms of that element. So for example, a mole of iron atoms would have a mass of 55.85 grams. We're going to round these to whole numbers. So our conversion will be 56 grams of iron over 1 mole of iron. And that can be flipped either way for our convenience. This is the molar mass off the periodic table. So if I want to know the mass of 1 mole of strontium, SR on the periodic table, I look up SR on the periodic table. You can see the atomic number and the atomic mass. The atomic mass is what we're going to be looking at. We're going to take the atomic mass and we're going to round it to a whole number. So the mass of 1 mole of strontium is 88 grams. We can also use the periodic table to determine the formula weight of compounds. The formula weight of a compound is the sum of all of the molar masses of the elements that make up that compound. So if I want to know the formula weight, molar mass, of potassium chloride, KCl, I'm going to take the mass of all of the elements in that compound. So I have 1 atom of potassium, 1 atom of chlorine. Remember, these are the subscripts, multiplied by their atomic weight. So I look up potassium on the periodic table, 39. I look up chlorine, 35. Multiply those, 39 times 1, 35 times 1. Then I'm going to add all those together, sum, and I get 74 grams per mole. Let's do a little bit harder one. Copper 2 sulfate pentahydrate. We've talked about pentahydrates a little bit in the past. Hydrates are designated with the black dot, and then you see water added on to the end. So let's take a look at how to figure out this one. All right, we're going to do this in 2 different steps. First, we're going to do the copper sulfate. So I have 1 copper, 1 sulfur, and 4 oxygens. Multiply those by their atomic mass, 64, 32, and 16. Multiply those and then add them together. So we have 160 grams per mole. Now we're going to do water. So I have hydrogen and oxygen, 2 atoms of hydrogen, 1 of oxygen, multiplied by their atomic mass, gives me 2 and 16, gives me 18 grams per mole. This is a good one to memorize so that you don't have to keep doing it over and over. Now we have to take into account the penta for the pentahydrate. That's the 5. So now I'm going to multiply that 18 times 5, and that's going to give me 90 grams per mole. So now our last step is just to add those 2 together. 160 and 90 will give me 250 grams per mole, and that is my final answer. For your homework, I want you to show your work. So you're going to put each of the elements, the number of atoms, their atomic mass off of the periodic table, and then add those together. Your final answer will go into the last column.